2005, 2006, which, by the way, Kevin, everybody's doing now.
Right, yeah.
But tremendous talent on the court at that time, tremendous disparity in style of play, and watching Steve Nash during MVP years trying to conduct his team against the vaunted Spurs. Fantastic, incredibly competitive match.
And a lot of speed. It was eye-opening to watch.
And it was the Spurs trying to catch up. So how are we going to do the rock'em sock'em game against the 7 seconds or less? We kind of took care of it.
Here's Dort. Clock at 6. Doncic with the steal. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. Pass to Doncic. Over Paul. And Doncic gets it to go.
And he's capable of scoring. From anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Thunder shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
It's a long and versatile guard that possesses a very intriguing and exciting skill set. Gilgeous-Alexander, lots of room to grow.
Now the Mavericks with it. To the paint. And taken away by Paul. And they're pushing it up. Up the floor. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Doncic, no good.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
That's a 2 from Paul. It's not going to go for him. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Well, we're now in the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. He's no longer the undisputed best point guard of the game, but just with a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team could be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking, hard-ball away anytime. Never been an overly athletic player. That aspect of his game still as strong as ever.
Doncic's left side. Over Paul. Second chance effort. Porzingis can't hit. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here. The Thunder lead by 4. That's to Gallinari. On the top of the key. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Gallinari at his size just looks effortless with the range he can shoot with.
Off the run. That one's no good. 0-1 to begin the game. And stolen by Wright. Here's Brunson. Lays it up off the glass.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Here's Ferguson. Pass to Noel. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
Right for 3. And now the pass breaks. Schroeder with the ball. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Dallas trails by 4. And Dennis Schroeder hits the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. right, left side. Pass to finish Smith. 6 on the shot clock. There's Maria. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Diallo. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Dallas with the ball. 4-point game. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Pushes it down to finish the break. Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Correa. Off target at the rim.
Well, he's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Nobody near Schroeder. The 19-footer is on the money.
He's such a strong offensive player. Schroeder is capable of knocking down some mid-range shots if you give him some room.
And it's right missing. There's Muscala. And the last shot of the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it is. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And it's Correa with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Trailing here by 8. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far. And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
Here's Noel.
More experience means you have a better understanding of who you're defending. I mean, Cauley-Stein uses his length to bother the shooter that time.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
A great feet to get up a few notches higher. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the 10th age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the crowd into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots.
Greg last season, Dennis Schroeder transitioning to more of a 6-man role with the Thunder.
And for his first go at that role, I thought Schroeder looked really good. He's always been able to score and create, and coming off the bench might be the best spot for him.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Here's Adams. Here's Schroeder. No good on the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's foul number 2 for him. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Doncic, no good.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Here's Dort. Here's Adams. Pass to Dort. Trails the baseline jumper. Dort got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder. Doncic with it. Out guarded by Noel. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
And the movement to bring the NBA back to Seattle, Pacific Northwest, right? You played there half a decade. I know you've got fond memories. How much does that city love the NBA?
The Seattle fans are incredible and
knowledgeable.
Yes, and how much longer do we have to keep talking about how we want a team in Seattle?
One of the great cities in this country.
Fantastic place to play, to live, and the city is starved to get the Sonics back up there in the green.
And they'll support them.
So there's no question about it. So the time is ticking, and everybody is excited about the opportunity in the near future for the team to return.
Pass to Adams.
The cabinets and stuff getting fixed in the bathroom.
Shot clock at 6. Gallinari inside the three-point line. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Dallas trails by 5. Here's Thomas. Here's Adams. He can't get that one. Coley Stein with the defensive effort. And here are the Mavericks now.
Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Got that one up quick. And the Thunder lead by 3.
Deceptive speed from Paul there. You never know what he's going to do.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
You got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Mavericks making a switch here. 1:56 left in the first half. Now Brunson. Doncic. He nails it, and we're tied up. Doncic has got 6 in the quarter.
And I love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Now here's Brunson. That doesn't go in. And a chance, though, to take the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Mavericks with possession here. In the corner, Powell with it. They get it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off for Porzingis. for these two teams, terrific. A lot of young talent on display.
Yes, it is. And you got to be happy if you're the fan base. You can grow with these guys, and you can see them grow, and they are going to win a lot of games in the future.
Now here's Love. Pass to Garland. Out to the wing. 4 on the clock. And the rejection by Collins. And Young, here we go. Herter. Paxton coming off the assist from Young.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
They double him with Love. Pass to Capella. Back to Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
Attacking the teeth of that defense. This is where Collins makes his living.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Over to the left wing. Here's Garland. Back to Drummond. And Capella sends it back. Tries again.
Oh my God, they can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
It's good. Collins has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible. And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Here's Osman. Over Hunter. And the shot no good. It's short.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game. This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
And here is Garland. Following the three-pointer by Trey Young. Pass to Garland. They get it back. And that one's good. Drummond.
What makes Drummond a great rebounder, not just his size and athleticism, it's his tremendous anticipation.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Coach Pierce works as an assistant general manager in the offseason. Steve able to learn that side of things and have a voice in acquisition.
That's very important. They are building something special in Atlanta. He's going to play a big role in that as well. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open. Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores. You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is. He was too aggressive. That's already his second foul. We haven't even gotten out of the first quarter.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. First quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. It's to Dedmon. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. There's the triple. It's Drummond with the rebound. Back to Austin. Plays it up and banks it in.
Love what Drummond did on that play. Kept his eyes up, and he was being unselfish.
Stolen by Garland. And Garland with a clear back to the basket.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Over in the corner, Reddish. Shot on the way. Clock at 6. That one's not going to go. Cavaliers go the other way with it. To the inside. Pass to Sexton. Tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. Atlanta leading by 3. Here's Reddish. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, easy call.
Atlanta's shooting their first free throws here for the night. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Pass to Osman. Out to the right wing. Drummond with it. From deep. But they'll get another chance. To the wing right side. There's Garland. And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's Atlanta. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Benji on the defensive end in that first quarter, they were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
When Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. Steve, the league has broadened the definition of clear path cut. Think that has discouraged the wrap-up fouls that stop those fast breaks?
Yeah, I think so, because the guy's coming downhill with that type of force. And if you do wrap him up, and sometimes your coaches want you to do because of the situation, but it's hard, and it could create a lot of injury. So I do like the clear path foul.
Huh?
Cleveland trails by 7. Pass to Drummond. Crafty move. And it's good on the way in. Drummond's got his second basket of the game.
That's the right play to run. Drummond with the skill and size to make that high percentage attempt. You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Oh, come on. By Carter. Here's Fernando. Rips down the breakaway slam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Brady lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Now, here's Garland. Misses the layup.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
And Reddish with the slam.
Such an incredible score. Young's playmaking may be on the same level.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played.
Officials are all over that one.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Y'all.
First free throw is
good. You say what?
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Another area where Young excels, using the dribble to create space for his shot. In his rookie season, a rough start shooting the ball for Trae Young. He came on down the stretch in a big way.
Now here's Love. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Drummond. And another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
You know, every night he plays through a lot of bumps and bruises. Drummond reminds me of Shaq in that respect.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. And some new records for Trae Young, the first rookie in NBA history with over 45 points and 15 assists in a game.
Yeah, but also the fourth rookie to post 3 consecutive 35-point games. The others, Bernard King, Michael Jordan, and Allen Iverson. That's the company you want to be in.
Cleveland trails by 7. Down low. There's Garland. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Garland's got 4 this quarter.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And the shot goes in.
Doesn't have to get all the way downhill to the rim to be effective because Trae Young has a trademark floater.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. There's Garland.
Great stop by John, reading the situation and right on top of that shot.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
I love this. Andre Drummond has gone on record saying he is one of the last true centers in the league. Hard to argue with that statement, given how Drummond has played.
He hits both from the stripe. Rebounding and defense, Drummond provides Smitty. Feels similar to an old school center.
Yeah, it does. Drummond is still very effective, even without having an outside shot. But he's gotten better at that. Most centers now can shoot threes, but Drummond is happy to stick to what he does best.
Here's Herder. Fires at the elbow. And that one is good.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Clock at 4. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Here's Young. The shot from the low post is good. And now a 9-point Atlanta lead.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Garland with it and guarded by Capella. Now Garland. He's got 6. Pass to Sexton. Just 5 on the clock. And they force the shot clock violation. 3-2. Atlanta leading by 9. Now Deadman. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
Here's Collins.
Great positioning to contest that shot. Love's a better defender than he gets credit for.
Shot by Collins, no good. The Cavaliers. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Teague drives in. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. So the wing on the left. Left side, Love. Shot clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Was shot by Sexton, no good. To the paint. Here's Herder. The layup off target.
A lot of character for him to miss that.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Hawks lead by 7. And we've got third quarter basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Smitty, here's an interesting question. Over the next 5 years, which player wins the most MVP?
I think it's Giannis. He's looking like the favorite right now because the way he's playing, he has a possibility to win the MVP now. And then I think also because of his age, he's the one guy. And also Anthony Davis could catch Giannis. He has that type of talent.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Huerter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players in the draft. DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so, too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. D, thank you as always. With 3, Love. The offensive rebound. Misses the 3. Atlanta leading by 5. Pass to Young. Shoots. Cavaliers with the rebound. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. And they're in the thick of this long road run. That's the 3rd of 7 straight on the road. Inside. Kicks it out to Love. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. Atlanta making a switch here. Just a little over 90 seconds going in the third quarter. Here's Young. 13 points in the game. Capella. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Here's Garland. He's got 10. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Drummond. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And the defensive impact that Andre Drummond can have on the floor is a major thing.
Well, you know that Drummond is going to do the work of 3 players on the glass, but he's also been a solid rim protector who makes up for his height with great timing and reach.
And Young, here we go. Fernando can't get it to go.
Shaky start to the half, going 1 for 4, still trying to find that groove.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And here is Garland for the lead. Pass to Sexton. Drummond in the post. 3 on the clock. To the middle. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Drummond's got 12 points in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this time out also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some gamery. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without the proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that these guys can afford to have.
If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be.
So Young will bring it up for Atlanta. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Huerter. Kicks it out to Collins.
From deep three-point range, the Hawks again can't hit.
I'm not sure if anyone on the team has a green light.
Definitely not him. It's the kind of shot that gives hero ball a bad name and causes your coach to consider another line of work.
And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact on both ends of the floor, shoots the three well for a young player, and you love his ability to match up really 1 through 5.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
And it's Austin missing.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
To the paint. All alone. Collins, good. Collins is got 6.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Well, coming into the league, John Collins mostly around the rim score. His development as a shooter giving him more versatility.
A tight game here in Atlanta.
If you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
It's coming up. Is on Colin Sexton. And at Wake Forest, Collins a solid mid-range shooter. But you know what, Smitty? He has stretched his range now beyond the arc.
Kevin, credit his work ethic. A power dunker, but he's not content to live inside.
Smitty, interesting fact about Trae Young. Drafted by the Hawks, but he has a strong fear of birds.
I also heard he even had a meeting with their mascot, Harry the Hawk, to get a comfort zone with each other. They're cool now, but Trae Young, not a fan of other birds.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game with what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
It's stolen by Reddish. Young with no one around. And the shot is long.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
The Cavaliers have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And the first one drops. That one is no good.
Unfortunate that he missed one, but he still hit a crucial point there to help get his team the lead.
Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Incredible night for Trae. Has direct involvement in nearly every facet of this offense.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Owen with it. He's got 10. Pass to Love. He gets it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we just finished the third quarter, and we got
Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And here are the Cavaliers. They trail by one. Pass to Sexton. Six on the shot clock. And it's Drummond with the jam.
I mean, tremendous body control in the air. Andre with the easy catch and flush.
Teague drives in, and he banks in the lane. Teague's got his first bucket of the night. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swing.
And it's Drummond missing.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish.
All he had done.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
He is a scrub of the scrub.
Love with a wide open look.
Oh, my.
Drills it from outside. Love's got the lead up to 2 now for the Cavs.
Boys, great playing with big guys who can space the floor. Love does that and a lot more. The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to do.
Garland with the bucket.
And Kevin, after being unable to find a net the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Andre Drummond with a strong contribution so far in this one.
This guy is killing you. And so far, I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Lloyd Pierce was saying to the team. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. The Atlanta trails by 6. Tips it out to Collins. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. Here's Sexton. Hunter grabs the miss.
Damn it. Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball. They're fortunate the defender couldn't control it. Almost lost that possession.
Here's Young. The Cavaliers pull it in.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game. Doing the dirty work down low.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Here's Young. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Ooh. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Hawks with possession here. Out left of the wing. Here's Herder. They get it again. And it's Capella missing.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the time out, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Now, here's Sexton. After Clint Capella's miss. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
Pass to Sexton. Off
target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. To the inside. Capella. And down in the hip post. It goes. Now it's only a 5-point Cavalier lead. And that one's good. Osman.
Unselfish. Moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Young's shot is off. Cleveland leading by 7. Pass to Osman. Went with it. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
And the vertical of Sexton is amazing. At 6'2", he's going to be hammering it home. And boy, he's really into a dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Here's Sexton. Following the basket by Trae Young. Lobbed up there for Curry. And Capella sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Here's Garland. Shot clock at 3. 7-foot shot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And Atlanta has possession. 7-point differential. And it's sent back by Drummond.
That rejection was well timed. Get that shot out of here. Drummond staying patient, waiting for the right moment to pounce.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Left side, Love. This is the wing check. And there's a call on Jetty Osman. That is his 1st foul of the game. Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. What do you think, guys?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
They are left picking up the remains of their game plan. Better luck next time.
We see the Cavaliers get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them.
It's the flow that got the block hot, super hot.
They too basic. I can never shake the hand, they too basic. Halloween. Breaking records, that good. I really trapped that good. Back in my days, that crazy.